gonna prove y'all dudes wrong. We gonna go inside that bubble, Disney World, and we gonna do our thing. And we gonna prove every single one of y'all wrong. Talking about the Celtics, who we beat 3 times. Talking about the Raptors. Talking about Miami. What? Miami?
For 7 years, Brett Brown helped bring the Sixers from the tank to a contender. But following a first-round sweep by the Celtics, Brown was fired.
What's up, y'all? Critic here, and I just want to say to Miami, to hell no to Milwaukee, they failed. They took an L on that. I ain't gonna apologize to them.
They are who we thought they were.
To Boston, to Toronto, my bad, y'all. A month ago, I was talking about the Sixers, and I was talking my shit. But y'all deserved where y'all are at now. So I just want to say that before I go off. Now, we're yo. I'm telling you, like what I saw when we was in the bubble, Joel Embiid, he was the only one that was encouraging to see. Tobias Harris, like you're a really nice dude. I appreciate what you're doing for the community, for Philadelphia, and going through all these issues, because that reminds me of Malcolm Jenkins when he was here. But the difference between Malcolm Jenkins and you, Malcolm Jenkins stepped up when he needed to step up. You, on the other hand, I ain't seen you nowhere. The last time I seen you was trying to post up against Kemba, and you couldn't even do that. You were trash, man. You cost $180 million, and that's what you give us? An Al Horford. I know he didn't ask for this. He wasn't the one that came to Philly and was like, hey, Elton, I want to be here, and I want you to give me $109 million for 4 years. He didn't ask that. Elton Brand asked. Elton Brand, Josh Harris, Ned Cohen, Alex Rucker, all them nerdy dudes said, Al Horford, we would gladly want you to be here in Philly. It would be marvelous. We could stop Milwaukee. And look who stopped Milwaukee. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. That's where things ended off at.
Everybody hurts.
All this time, we were worried about we should be bigger, we should be longer, we should worry about stopping Giannis at all costs. We don't need no guards that can dribble and penetrate to the paint. We don't need guards that can pass. We don't need shooters. All we need is our defense. And look where we ended up at. Tobias Harris and Al Horford. Waste of time. It came to a point where Shake Milton had to be the starting point guard. He didn't ask for this. I'm glad he got the opportunity though, because later in the year, I remember Brett Brown didn't even want to play him. And if he didn't play, then we would never know that Shake Milton was at least can contribute to the team. But no, man.
My courtroom, it's been happening for 10 years.
Let me start off with the 4 culprits. Brett Brown. Now, I will go off on you. 2 weeks ago, I would have gone off on you, Coach Brett. Matter of fact, Brett Brown. But I want to end things off with this. I want to remember the good times. I want to thank you for going through what you went through. 7 years of losing. 7 years of being blamed. 7 years of having your roster change, having 102 players. That's insane. We gonna remember the good times. We're gonna remember the TJ McConnell buzzer beater.
Here's McConnell. Can he get it off? Yes! And the Sixers win
it! The first playoff win against the Miami Heat. And even some parts of the Raptors series, because you did do really good coaching the Sixers that game. Even though you played Greg Monroe for a lot of minutes for some reason. But this year, it just had to end. Players weren't listening to you. You made some terrible decisions. You picked Neto over Trey Burke. And I know people are going to be like, but Trey Burke doesn't play defense. Well, if you've seen from the Mavericks series, he was balling. And we needed someone that can create their own shot and shoot. So that was Brett Brown's fault. And no matter how much that you shouldn't get blamed, you should get blamed at least some parts of it, because you were the one, after we traded Mikal Bridges for Zaire Smith in the pick, you were like, we're not star making, we're star hunting. Yeah, I remember that. And you were the one that was like, well, allegedly, people were saying you and Jimmy Butler have a disagreement, and you were one of the main culprits that made Jimmy Butler leave.
And I told you this as we walked out. JJ, why would I ever go back in there again? Nothing's getting accomplished. Nobody's saying nothing to anybody. And we just sitting in here watching film, and you can literally hear the thing just clicking. And we all just looking around.
I will say I thank you for going through what you've gone through these last 7 years. It was time for you to go. It needed to happen. We need to hold these players accountable. We need Ben and Embiid to work together and work on the game and mix their game with each other. And you were not that guy, Brett. I'm sorry, but it needed to happen. Elton Brand. I never thought I'd say this, but you, my friend, are probably one of the worst GMs that I ever witnessed. It came to a point where I'm like, was it a mistake to fire Brian Colangelo? Because even though Brian Colangelo traded a first-round pick for Trevor Booker, he made some weird decisions, but at least he know what players to play around Embiid and Simmons. He brought in Marco Bellinelli. He brought in Ersan Ilyasova. He brought in JJ Redick because he know Embiid and Simmons need shooters around them. But you traded Robert Covington and Dario Saric when you didn't need to. You didn't have to rush it. You could have just waited a whole year and got players from that free agency. But of course you got pressured by Philly because Philly always rush things. I know because I'm from here. And it was good that you brought in Jimmy Butler, but you needed him to stay in order for that trade to be a good decision. But he didn't stay. So that was a bad decision on your part. You traded for Tobias Harris. You traded not Zaire. You traded Landry Shamet. You traded Miami Heat 2021 pick, which even though it don't matter now because they're really good, it's still a first round pick. So that's still bad. And now Landry Shamet is shining for the Clippers, and he's about to be in the conference finals. Landry Shamet and Jimmy Butler, who were on the same team last year, are about to go to the conference finals. That's crazy. And then you brought in Al freaking Horford when we didn't need to. But you know what? I'm an open-minded guy, and I gave it a chance. And I'm not gonna lie, it looked a little bit good in the first 5 games because we were 5-0. After that, no. Worst decision ever. And then I could even criticize you for the Josh Richardson trade. So Elton Brand, you didn't even bring shooters either. No Seth Curry, no JJ Redick. You didn't even think about bringing JJ Redick.
Honestly, I mean this, like it was a once in a career combination for me. For me, you will find somebody else.
I would not.
For me, it was.
I guarantee you that I would not.
For me, it was though.
Which is insane because Ben and Embiid need shooters around them, and you didn't do that. You're a part of that problem. Now we're gonna bring these 3 individuals together. These next 3: Josh Harris, Ned Cohen, and Scott O'Neal. Y'all suck. Y'all ruining this team. Ever since y'all got rid of Sam Hinkie, things have been. Every decision y'all make was a bad decision. Like, I can't tell how many times like I've heard these executives gonna make this decision and it ended up going terrible. And then this week, y'all tried to move the Philadelphia 76ers to Penn's Landing. And thank goodness the city's like, hell no. And that makes me happy because if I'm not happy as a Sixers fan,
like really unhappy.
You shouldn't be happy as an owner trying to sell the team. Well, not sell the team. Oh my God, I wish you sell the team.
Now I'm so happy.
But trying to move the team to Penn's Landing. And if y'all try to sell the Camden, whoo, man. And earlier today, I heard Ned Cohen and Alex Rucker. Alex Rucker, you thought I forgot about you. Ned Cohen and Alex Rucker are gone. Which is a first good sign. But all them individuals are a part of the problem and are a big reason why we're at where we at today. Now, I'm going to warn y'all, Ella Brand, Josh Harris, y'all have 1 more year to make Ben and Embiid work. Because if this year don't work, I bet so much money that either Embiid or Simmons are going to ask for a trade. And at the end of the day, y'all going to end up doing it. Y'all got to pick the right coach. And Ty Lue, to me, is a good start. 2, you got to get rid of Al Horford or Tobias Harris, or get rid of both of them. They can't stay. The fit does not work. You gotta do whatever it takes. If we can trade Al Horford for Chris Paul, you do it. Or Tobias Harris, you do it. Or if it's Buddy Hield, or if it's Zach LaVine, or Drew Holiday, for those individuals, you have to do it. Or just shooters, period. that can help Ben and Embiid. 3, y'all need to hold Embiid and Simmons accountable. Ben, he's a great defender. He can dribble. As a 6'10 dude, all Ben needs to do is finish around the rim. I don't care if he can shoot threes. Like, he needs to shoot them. He has to shoot them, and y'all need to talk to Ben about that. But for now, the most important thing for him is to get healthy, is to improve his finishing around the rim, and just learn how to be a good player off the ball. And Embiid, like, Embiid's such a great talent. To me, he's a top 5 player in the league. I don't care y'all say Anthony Davis. Every time Embiid plays Anthony Davis, Embiid just shuts Anthony Davis down. It's facts. But Embiid gotta lose the weight, man. Like, he can't be tired all the time. People say he should post up. He uses the most post-ups in the league. He needs to improve his three-point shooting. He needs to learn how to fight off the double teams. He needs to do all that in order for us to win. So you gotta hold Embiid and Simmons accountable, and you need them to work together, to practice together this summer. Well, not this summer, but you know, the off season.
You know, I got all this hanging over my head, but you off trying to start a war with our partners. Diss me every time I see him.
I built this me, brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another talk. Drive, mother.
Sixers, y'all got one more year to find the right coach, to put the right players around Ben and Embiid, and to make Ben and Embiid work together. It needs to happen. It has to happen. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but Miami gonna be here next year. Kevin Durant and Kyrie are about to come back with Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert for the Brooklyn Nets. The Atlanta Hawks are coming up. The Boston Celtics are still gonna be there. The Pacers are still gonna be there. The Milwaukee Bucks, even though they shit the bed against the Miami Heat, if they decide to keep Giannis, they gonna be there. So if we don't do anything to improve the team, then it's just a wrap. Either Ben or Embiid are gonna be gone after the next season if things don't change. Y'all got a choice to make, and y'all better make the right choice, because right now we in hell. Make things simple, and that's all I gotta say. And it makes me sick to my stomach that I'm gonna either have to watch the Miami Heat play against the Raptors or the Celtics. That's crazy, bro.